Yeah, it's all
So where
good,
we
man.
last left off in JoyQuest, these bunch of jerks were all stuck in a prison cell as they escaped the shores of Tyria within southern Matriarch. They were sailing on an eldritch dinghy when Bobby was attacked by a sealtopus, so they avoided some tentacles, some maybe inappropriate stuff, while hopping inside the mouth of a dire seahorse, telling their tale on the large kobold barge that is like a floating island just in front of the moon phase islands. Speaking with an older turtle who always changes his names, trying some squash, some dangerous stuff, and then finally making it to the shores of Nuberia, where they got to meet the kind of the head of the power of Nuberia, the Silver Estate, the Iron Wave family, meeting up with Ginro and her children, Jeffrey and Jonelle. As Jeffrey was kind of very more or less to himself, and Jonelle very excitable, very go-lucky, and seems to have a little bit of an affection, or maybe something less than that. We don't know quite yet with Axon. Speaking of Axon getting a lot of uncomfortable attention, Ginro made some deals with the party, saying that that they're property of the Ironway family now, and they were tasked with trying to understand what's going on, like getting their supply of spice from Saffron Jungle, which they haven't been getting their normal shipments back. So they don't know if it's another attack by their rival family, the Billimucks, or if maybe something else happened. But in any case, they got to go there, in a maybe like a few days at this point. But at the moment, they went on shenanigans. They met, which by the way, I kind of, oh my god, I misgendered, even though I didn't mean to. No, more like miss species. But it's not a fire. It's not a furbolg. It's a tar. That's what Charles Rogers was, because I wasn't saying the right thing, because he literally looks like like an evolved yak man. So Taur tar. That was my fault. But anywho, they talked about like a bunch of different fun little magical items, maybe some future items they want to get if they can get the coin for it. But then they headed on off to the Iron Horn to possibly hire up some muscle, see some pit fights, and that's where we are right now. As you guys are heading down the staircase, and you guys start hearing the clamor of noise as a bunch of patrons are eating and drinking loudly without any restraint. Hearing some shouting and jeering, and you also just hear an excited noise as this rabble is getting together, and they sound like they're shouting, they're chanting something. Um, and you guys come down and you see a room kind of similar to this large kind of stone oval shaped room where it looks like an underground tavern or pub, where there's a bunch of like wooden large rounded stools that kind of act as tables. It's not really a sit down and eat place, it's a sit down and drink place. um, and as you guys are kind of like walking in, you're seeing a bunch of different types of people here. You're seeing a healthy mix of kobolds, furbolgs, gnolls. You're seeing humans, dark elves, dwarves, and they're all just kind of they're pretty much getting along, but there is a little bit of tension in the air as you see later on that like people are making bets because further down uh, uh, further down the way, there's actually like this large what looks to be like a fighting pit, which is about like a 15-foot drop down, and it's about 60 feet ahead of you. So you have like this big space where people are drinking and talking, and then there's the fighting pit, and there's a couple of like kind of like makeshift mercenary guards who are kind of watching what looks to be like the cashier or the teller, the person who's taking bets. And there's like a large like chalkboard, blackboard, like yeah, for chalk and all that kind of stuff. And people are marking up their bets on like who's gonna win this time. Um, so misfits, what are you gonna do?
Hmm. So I'm gonna go watch the fights.
Rush, what are you doing, Ratio?
long as
I
that's
do.
all we're doing, watch the fights.
Yeah, but I do go. I go whisper down the bowl. I said, "Hey, you go join in. Okay, you scout out for me."
What you? Wait, you're gonna let me go fight in there?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. As like you see
I
him,
want. I want you to test him out.
you see him like getting like he scampers
Yeah, I
on
said,
over.
if they can't beat you, then what's the point?
I feel like there's an insult in there somewhere, but nah. And he's running over to the teller, very excitable. Anyone else? All right,
I
general
want to see the
consensus.
cat fight.
Murdoch will like go in with Bullet.
Wait, like you want to sign up for the fights, Murdoch?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so
Action just puts his hand to his face.
Yep. So, the three of you are kind of like looking around as Bullet and Murdoch are kind of making their way over. You guys kind of like see this kind of like bulbous look. It's strange. It's a
She invoked
we have two
duplicity.
Stinas here.
She invoked duplicity.
She did. There we go. Hey. Let's see. But it's a bulbous, like overweight looking kind of like it's a full on orc. It is not a half orc, but it's an orc like behind this teller where there's like these iron bars, and there's still kind of like this smaller, thinner kind of. It looks to be like an avian type of mercenary. Like it's quite literally a large birdman. While you're like a smaller Kenku. Smart boy accent. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. And you're muted, by the way, Cody.
Yeah, that was intentional.
Well, don't.
Wanted to make sure.
Want to hear
He's
your
been
beautiful voice.
farting a lot.
Plus intelligence.
Yes.
13.
13? This bird kind of species is a mystery to you. You know of the Kenku, but like they're kind of scattered, not really quite together. Not really, but you're looking at the situation. You're kind of like, oh, I mean, haven't really seen something like this before. So, nope, sorry, you missed on that little tidbit of info.
I feel like that's the entirety of Axon's experience so far with this crew. Is just like, that's never happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen that before.
That's pretty much the case, my boy. Pretty much the case. But yeah, like
All good.
As Bullet's like running up, like the mercenaries like very looks to be relaxed. And when someone's been fighting dirty, someone's been killing, and they look pretty relaxed, that means they're very dangerous because they're very calm and very confident in their ability. As like this avian figure kind of like has like a hood over the face, and you can see the yellow eyes poking out as it's kind of like almost looks kind of like an eagle-like face. It's wearing like these
what's this called?
A what?
He's like one of those guys that has like two A's and stuff.
You don't know. You do not know that though. You, the player, might know,
okay.
but your character doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. As you can see, like these kind of like these darker leathers. It looks to be like a hide kind of like armor, and it looks to have like a sickly dagger at the side, just always close and at the ready. As you just hear Bullets, so good to see you again. You had to sign up for the pit fights again? Yeah, that's me. All right.
Do you have something in your mouth?
No.
Okay then.
Teeth.
Mind.
You're new here, aren't you, little fella?
Yeah, I am. Can you tell?
Yep. Well, in any case, so what are you sitting here for the fights, eh?
Yeah, why not?
Well,
cool. Could be fun.
it's open, sure, but there are some rules they have to abide by. There's no uses of magic.
Which like you can see like there's like a lot of like dribble coming down as like he has like one big tusk in his left cheek, but the other tusk is like kind of coming out, and it looks like someone like took it and snapped it off his face. As he's very much older orc, as he has like bald patches of hair, like there was like a little something going on, but orcs in general don't actually really grow a lot of hair. That's more of the half orc kind of thing. But like this one kind of seems to have like little like random patches of unkept hair that is like slowly growing out. It's a mix of just white and some kind of maybe like darker red kind of like color. It looks to be like a mess. And he's wearing kind of like one shoulder strap of leather across the chest, while you can't really see below the navel. Especially for you,
Okay.
tiny man.
Yes, I am tiny. Yeah. So, the rulings for something like this is that, there's no magic to be used within the fights. And there
Murdoch immediately like puts his hand up. I'm outie. I'm
Yep.
outie.
Get
All
dunked
right.
on.
I mean,
Magic user.
Look at me. What? You're a magic user too, Bobby.
I can fight hand to hand.
Well, so can I. It's just that it's not a viable tactic for me.
So you can, but you won't.
I can, but it's not. I'm a baby, Bobby.
You sound like a baby. You sound very articulate for a baby.
I am very articulate for a baby. That's why I demand no respect.
I feel like that level of self-awareness is a little bit of a
Come sit next to me, baby bird. We'll watch a bullet
Okay.
fight.
Okay.
Murdoch's not stupid. He'll get murdered if he can't use magic.
Good, that's a good bird.
You kick some ass, Bullet. Kick some ass for me.
Yeah, you got it.
Question for the DM.
Yeah.
Can I control bullet during the fight?
No.
Nah, damn it!
You are a player.
Missed opportunity.
You don't know how to play bullet. Only I do.
I'm pretty sure I know how. You might have to quickly type to me what kind.
The sheet is in the D&D
Oh,
Beyond.
That's right.
The sheet's in the D&D Beyond, yeah.
D&D Beyond.
Beyond.
Which
D&D Beyond.
but in any case,
I'm not doing it.
so you guys are seeing so the orc is looking and is all saying like,
Fair enough, little fella. So, there are two types of fights. Which one you're doing, Bullet?
well, obviously, he just like pulls out these strange chained, like almost like a chain between two clubs to all of you, and yes, even you, Bobby. Just like still, it's a unique weapon. You're still kind of like, huh, that's weird. You're like, it's a nunchuck. Like something kind of comes to your mind. But yes, for the audience, it is a pair of nunchucks. Just like,
All right, so you want to go into the weapons fighting games. Well, that isn't start for a little bit. It's probably in another 30 minutes or so. We're still finishing up some hand-to-hand combat over down there.
and for the first time, you guys are looking over and you guys are seeing what looks to be a really uneven fight between this like large kind of like Goliath who has like a bunch of these like different it's strange. They're red tattoos, but they look like if they're like explosions, like all over his face, like just like over the chest and neck and head area. Some looked like just like legitimate scars that this Goliath has run through, like maybe it was like some fires and all that, while some of it looks to be like on purpose. And there's just tons and tons of different like scratches like down the arm, where it looks like either he did it to himself, or it could have been more scars from battle. you don't know, but he's looking pretty crazy. While he's fighting this very kind of this very fast and mobile kind of what. How to best describe this? I'd like everybody to give me a history check, because this race is different and rare.
Different and weird.
Bobby has advantage.
Ooh.
You've seen this.
Ooh.
I've seen this.
Yeah. It's still rare, but you're
I got.
like, I've seen
I
it.
Yeah,
got.
good thing you got advantage. That's
I
a
got a. I got a
That's
21.
better.
All right, 21 for Murdoch. Numbers
17.
17. Cody. I mean,
23.
I rolled a nat one until you said advantage. I'm like, oh, good.
17 is not enough. Stina. I mean, what's the character name?
Let's see. So
Elia.
me. That's 22 total.
22. Okay. So you did need to get over 20 to understand this, because it's still very rare. So
Me and Stina are part
A
of the
human.
Me
Wait,
too.
you also get 20. Me, Cody, and Stina are part of the over 20s club.
and Cody.
Cool.
So
Yeah, me, Stina, and
So
Cody.
is Pippin.
hang on.
Pippin
So
too.
Axon,
Yeah,
Murdoch,
Pippin.
and Elia, you guys are looking this, and it takes you a moment to pause. And Bobby, like the whole time, you're just kind of like, man, I know I've seen this before, but I can't get my hand on it.
Human.
It's a red-skinned human. That's pretty crazy. But it
That's
looks to
me.
be a genasi. It is a race that is that kind of had some strange kind of upbringing, like either like a father or mother was Dijin or genie. Now they don't have those particular powers, like the powers to grant wishes or phenomenal cosmic power. Like they have certain different they have certain different kind of like resistances, different kind of like certain abilities, and they do look humanoid, but they kind of match closely to whatever kind of Dijin like they are a part of in family wise. This one is a red genasi, so it's a fire Dijin type of humanoid, as he's very fast and keeps ducking out of the way of these huge swings from the Goliath, and you can hear like the anger in his voice as like he is each time like a fist comes down and tries to like slam him, he bats it off to the side and goes like two fists to the arm, and you actually see like the arm, like the Goliath arm, like go like dead limp, and he's like and like fix it back up by like almost like cracking like a clavicle, getting himself within that pain. So this fight at first it looked pretty uneven because like just the sheer size of this Goliath, but in many cases it's actually pretty close. So I mean, so you guys are like, because there is an awning or a place like where you could sit and get closer to this fight, or if you guys want to get some drinks, or
I'll just sit. I'll just sit. I'm watching. I'm on the job. I'm watching the fights.
Murdoch will get drink.
okay.
Obviously, I want to drink.
I'm just watching the fights.
Murdoch gets up.
Actually,
He's like, Murdoch gets up and like, I'm gonna get some food and drink. Do you guys want anything?
Yes, and I'll go with him so he doesn't have to carry it all with his little bird arms.
Oh, thank you, Elliot. You are
That's so
You're
kind.
welcome.
you are just so thoughtful.
Axel goes, I'm good. Thanks.
And so is Ivan. He's good too.
Okay.
No, that's Bobby. Bobby's like, y'all take too long. I'm gonna go sit and watch the fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say good foresight there, Stina. Like you knew I wouldn't be able to carry it all.
Yes.
So, you guys kind of like, well, before going over to the fight, Bobby goes over to the fight. Bullet kind of starts getting himself signed up. Three of you start heading over to the bar, and you guys are approached by a legitimate furbolg this time. I swear to God, because I know my races.
Okay, you promise.
Wow.
As you see, like this kind of this like gray gray furred person with this humanoid with an elongated snout. Having like this like large like flickering ears, as he's wearing like this like a puffy white shirt, which like quite literally I'm referring to the thing in Seinfeld where it's like a puffy white shirt. As he's got like this magnificent, brilliant, jutting, just like this green hair that just comes down like not like oily, like gross oily, but like slick and sheen as it like droops and falls over this furbolg's shoulders, and it comes down to actually about chest level. It's pretty magnificent and wavy and just filled with luscious goodness. I mean, other than that, he's probably one of the prettiest maybe looking persons within this type of establishment.
Next to Murdoch and Elia.
Oh my! As he comes over, just like, darlings, hello. How can I help you today? Looking something to wet your whistle while you're seeing some teeth being cracked open?
Yeah, Murdoch like jumps onto he like tries to jump onto the counter. He like holds onto it. He like, yeah, I want a scotch.
Whoa, little bird. Why don't you just sit on one of these high chairs here? Don't, please be careful of the counter. Can't have it scratched up.
Okay. And then he like sits on the high chair.
Yeah, so like, because there are a bunch of stools like people are sitting on, and there's a little bit of room for you guys. Well, there's more or less decent amount of room because more people are interested in looking at the fight previously. So let's see. So you're saying Scotch, like, oh, sorry, fresh out, because we don't carry any. We don't have any of that crazy junk. That's
No, Scotch, not Scotch.
Oh, Scotch, mine. Pardon these ears of mine. I can grab you some, yes.
As the guy's like getting the scotch, he looks to Elliot like, "Hey, Elliot, don't you think it's fucked up that no one's actually questioned my age except for that kobold guy? Like whenever I buy alcohol."
I just think they don't want to seem racist.
Probably. What are you getting, by the way? It's my treat.
Oh shit.
Which, by the way, like the furball guy is still there, just like took the words right out of my mouth.
Surprise me.
I love surprises. Okay.
Ooh, that didn't sound good.
And what about you, young man? Ooh, stud, hello.
Accent.
I didn't go with that. Axon didn't go with them. He stuck around with Bobby.
Get some fucking confidence.
Oh my god, I love
Talking
it.
to himself.
Like Axis is politely sitting there, just kind of like, I wonder what he's talking about.
No, he's just kind of like, I couldn't possibly be me.
Is this like quite close to the seats or something?
What was that?
Is this like very close to the seats?
What's close to the seats? I'm not quite getting what you're saying.
Because Axon stayed with Bobby.
No, Axon came with you guys.
No, Axon stayed with Bobby. He said, "I'm."
Oh, I
I'm
thought
like,
you wanted.
Cody's
you wanted
face.
to get a
I'm gonna
drink.
say, come with us.
Yeah, I thought you said you wanted to get a drink. You said
No, I said I'm good. I'll just go stay here.
Oh, that's my
Stay with Bobby.
fault. Well, he looked at another similar half elf. He's like, oh yes, I'd like some wine. Oh, I bet you would, wouldn't you? Privileged. Well, he turns to you two because like, I'll be right back, darlings. You see him just kind of going to his work.
You got a little
flipping the hair.
flustered then, didn't you?
It happens.
It was cute.
It's fine. So you guys at the bar. He's getting the drinks. He's mixing them up. You kind of like see him like grab like this kind of like strange looking it looks like a metallic kind of like object that like he starts like swishing and shaking things around. And actually he lets go and it starts shaking itself in the air as he kind of like brings up, just humming to himself, and he's bringing up like a bunch of like these like different like bits of like parsley or some celery. He's like, and he's just wistfully humming to himself as he's chopping away at the greens.
Are you a wizard, my dude?
Nope. Just picked
Ah.
up some tricks along the way.
Oh, okay then. That's cool. Hey, Elia, how did you become a cleric? You're a cleric, right? You heal people and stuff. You heal me. You heal all my boo-boos.
Yeah, something like that.
Hmm. Do you enjoy being a cleric?
I mean, I guess it's a little more responsibility than I had planned to sign up for.
Oh yeah. How so?
I don't know. I guess I just kind of figured that I could just do my thing and hang out with my family and make sure they were taken care of. But then one day, this motherfucker is like, oh, no, we got to go on this big fucking journey and find this tower and do this cool thing. And I don't know.
Who's this?
I mean, I
motherfucker?
like it. It's just more than I signed up for.
Is the motherfucker the Skeeth King?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, okay. So I mean, Bobby said something about like, guys. I mean, I totally wasn't eavesdropping. Me and Axon were just minding our own business, and it's a small boat. I wasn't being nosy.
That's okay. I mean, I would have had to leave eventually anyway.
Yeah. What do you think of the other guys and like the Iron Waves? I mean, they're kind of cool.
They're all right. They're a little chummy, but they're nice, I guess.
Yeah. I don't
They
like
make
that
me
Bobby.
nervous.
You go first. My apologies.
No, they just make me nervous. That's all.
Oh, how come?
I don't know. They're just, one of the most powerful merchant families. Like, they could make you disappear probably, but it's cool. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, no, I get you. Like, it's like handling royalty. It's like you gotta be careful what you say and stuff.
Yeah, when you come from a place like I do, it's just kind of like everyone has more power than you. So everyone freaks you out a little bit.
Where do you come from? You said you come from a theater group, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, you're an actress, are you? Well, what plays have you been in? I've seen a few plays in my time, not a lot, but...
What place have I been in? Hey, Freddie, what place exists in this universe other than Ocean's 11?
That never existed. It is always I would be like, oh, I love Ocean's 11. So I've
The
just
I've been
classic.
in Ocean's 11. That's
Oh,
the
is it Almond Rock classic?
I've ignored that for the whole time. I'll never write it.
It's too bad the fanon disagrees with you on that.
You guys can
Yeah,
say
I
whatever
disagree
you
with you.
want. If you ever look for it in theaters, it'll never come.
Okay, well, Elliot's been in Ocean's 11, so mark that down, Freddie.
Nope.
The majority's against you on that.
Oh, Ocean's
I
11.
don't care.
Ocean's 11 was a good one. I mean, like, I was doing like security detail and stuff, but
I will fireball this entire tavern. Now, let's see. So
campaign 2 over.
now you're asking about like plays and stuff.
Yeah.
So you weren't actually in like any like really big like theater plays.
Right.
These are more like you're part of a traveling troupe.
Mhm.
Or some call them like troupe, but but they were more like they were a little more like short stories. There was one that you particularly found that you had some pride in because you did a good job. Where you played a lead in the Book of Time. There was another one like where there's a couple of stories like, and a lot of these stories they just regale tales of nobles or players or however it's named, depending on where you go and all that kind of stuff. Where they're just kind of like big fights. We're like, oh, like this is a story about a small soldier boy who went up to this large throne and went, stop that. And then the story's over. Yay, everyone wins and secured it. And then sometimes they're just kind of like more, there's a couple like depressing plays that you've been in. But other than that, your group has been more jovial. Has been always trying to find like the funny stories that would always kind of get,
We do comedies mostly.
yeah, comedies like to get people like up and light on their feet, which sometimes this actually kind of disturbs a couple of the nobles because you've, poked fun at them. Hence, a couple of reasons why you've been thrown behind bars.
Woo! Hard time, thug life. Awesome. Yeah. So I explained all of that to Murdoch. I don't really have a reason not to. So
Yeah.
All that.
That's what you learned, Murdoch.
That's what you've learned about my life.
Well, was all of this in Matriarch?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually left the country, but I've been all over that particular continent.
Yeah, this is your first time out.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice getting out and seeing the world, isn't it?
I mean, I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, I'm enjoying my time with everyone and stuff. I don't have a family.
Things that
or
look
anything.
different are like the clothes and the buildings. Like it's kind of
Oh,
all the
yeah.
same, right?
No, I think it's good to see other places and stuff. I mean, I've never really gotten to go out of Matriarch or anything personally.
As 2 of your drinks are now placed in front of you, for you, your scotch. You never actually said like what kind of scotch you're looking for. So this looks strange. It looks to be kind of like this bright blue kind of drink.
Bright blue.
2 years in a plastic barrel.
Yeah, it's strange. It's like this is a favorite of mine, darling. It's a blueberry scotch. Gives you that pep of tart sweetness, but still nice and warm.
Blueberry. I like it.
Yep. And then in front of you, Elliot, you don't really have like any like glass or gauntlet, but like it's covered by like this like strange like metal container top, like those same things that people would have like large like ceramic tops on top of meals, except this time it's over like this like large string. It was like, ta-da! I call it the Mary of Blood, where it's a very it is a very intensive looking Bloody Mary.
Ew.
As it definitely looks like a blood red, and you see like a bunch of like different you see like a couple of stalks of celery in there. You see like chopped and mixed what looks can be kind of like onions in there. There's also a bit of like rosemary that's stuck up on top too. So I'm just mixing the mix with some mint like floating around in the bottom. You also like there's a lot of stuff on there. You said surprise, so hopefully you're surprised.
Cool,
As there's also like an orange slice to the side. And not only looks like heavy and thick like blood, but like you can also see like the bit of like pepper flakes in there and grounded pepper in there. So it looks to be it looks to be like something you'll definitely have to make a constitution save for.
Sure, but I thank the bartender kindly for the soup. And do I have to roll then?
Well, I mean,
Or do I have to roll till I drink?
Whoa, Elia.
Yeah.
Well, Elia,
Yeah,
before you
so-
drink, you
Cool,
gotta fill your tummy with some grub.
Yes, thank you. Sure.
Oh, certainly. Which, by the way, for the drinks, for you, Elia, that will be 5 silver.
I'm
For you,
covering it.
that will be like, probably 6 silver because it's still an expensive liqueur. And then, so really just a gold apiece from both of you because that'll also cover the meals.
Oh, okay, cool, sure.
So let's jump
Okay, I
back
paid
over
for it.
to Axon and Bobby as you guys are watching the fight. So, you damn it. You guys you're watching the fight as it gets pretty intense as this Genasi is like actually constantly just whap, like just like whacking away these like big old like just they're all roundhouse punches. Like they're all just like trying to get him, but he keeps ducking every damn time. Just, I hope so, mate. just trying to beat up on him. And like when the two fists actually bam slam down together, the Genasi actually like runs up on his arms and then just runs up his face and floats for a second as he like kicks him in the face going and actually like lands on top of his head like oh fuck as like he lands on his head, turns himself around, and you see him start trying to like almost like break his neck as he's getting him into a chokehold now. And it's just like the struggle is still there. Their muscles are pulsing. You see like the veins like dangerously about to like pop like out of a neck. as he's still just like struggling. He runs over to the which, by the way, like this pit, like it's a sand pit, an open sand pit, about like it's like a 40 by 40, so can't really run around too far. But there's still like I said before, there was that 15-foot drop. So like he runs up to like this like the stone wall. So it basically looks like it's like a stone cat box. So he runs up to the wall, goes, and he's trying to like bash the Genasi like off of his head as he's gonna take some damage for that. Sorry, just so many dice. Let's see. He's gotta make a Constitution save to see if he holds on, which Genasi does, but he will take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as he's just like boom, 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 trying to like get him off there. The Genasi is gonna do another strength contest with him to see if he can hold on. That was a 12, and wow, never mind. So they both had the same roll. They're just both struggling. They're just like holding on. Like you could just like see like they're still kind of like constantly going at it. I mean, other than that, like, you guys like looking around or pretty invested in this fight or anything else kind of grabbing your attention?
I'm invested in the fight.
All right. Let's see.
I just want my little boy to fight, man.
I know you do.
I'm like fixing up his scarf right now.
Yep. Okay.
Give him some strats.
Well, in that case, so you
I'm in full soccer mom mode. I'm gonna go find some granola and Capri Sun.
let's do it then. But with a 19 plus, the Goliath reaches up his hands and he tears him off. And he's still able to breathe, and he like straight up slams him on the ground, just boom, taking like another 6 points of bludgeoning damage. As you can hear like the escape of breath from the jaws going, but the Genasi like turns out of the way as the Goliath tries to like step on him with his large foot, just, and he actually, in the momentum of his roll, he turns, grabs at the ankle, and like hucks himself up, and he's trying to trip him, but that's not going to do it. So like he's like a little kid, almost like trying to trip over like his dad, as the Goliath's like and tries to fling him off, which he does, and you see the Genasi going like crash into the side wall. The Goliath tries to run in, and he's gonna try to finish this off with one last punch. That's gonna miss. So the Genasi like wakes up in time as like blood and sweat starts to mix and blend together. He goes, ducks down as a big fist like cracks in the actual like stone itself. Josh is trying to spend the last of his key points, and with that he is gonna hit as he goes right into the solar plexus, just with almost like a dagger like movement. First with his two-face to like get him to release that tension in his in the Goliath's abs, and then boom with the elbow right underneath where the diaphragm is, as you hear like the air escape. Nope. And with that, the Goliath, you see like his muscles tense up. He's like, he falls over, and you just see like the Genasi like grab his head and go like constantly punching. And at that point you see like you see kind of like an older like looking wood elf with like this like crazy like messy mop of kind of like red hair going like, "Oi, that's enough, he's out, that's it, the Goliath is down, today we have the winner for the Genasi." As like he jumps down and he kind of like starts healing up the Goliath, but he grabs a hand of the Genasi and raises up, just like, "Praise be the name of Firebee! Yeah!
Woohoo! Fireball! I turn to Axe and sure you don't want to join in on that?
Axon goes, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, as you see like
I've
blood
been-
just
Yeah, I'm all right. I do not want any part of that.
All right.
Okay.
You doing
I do
okay,
have-
champ? You've been pretty quiet as of late.
Yeah. I've actually got a question for you, Bobby. I know you've well, throughout the entirety of my time knowing you, you've broken out of jail. And I've
Well,
noticed.
you broke us out of jail. I'm just saying. I
Okay,
followed you,
all right.
and then
Okay.
you followed me on the horse.
Okay, and then in our travels, we've gone through this. You know, and I've come to notice a few things. You have that awesome super-powered gauntlet that's got stupid magic power.
You haven't even seen half of what it can do yet, by the way.
That's good to know. You know, these really powerful people. You basically sold me to one of them. And
Now, I would like to clarify on that real quick. I'm sorry, because I've already heard Murdoch's gripes with that. Okay, Ginro's a kidder, and she was a little bit tipsy. She called you proper. She meant to call you a family. All right, the Iron Waves. It's both a business and it's a family. Family is important. I trust these people with my life. They are my family. I like the bull. Isn't that right? Family.
Okay.
Bull's not with you right now.
Oh, he's not bull with me right now?
Yeah, no, like
is he preparing?
he signed up and he kind of went down like
I
a
like to
staircase.
I like to imagine Bobby freaks ever. Where's my boy?
I'm like, wait. I look, and then I see him preparing in the corner. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, well, actually, because you, damn, a green screen. My head's a little see through now. You would know this. But he actually went down like a side corridor that leads down to the entrance of this arena.
Okay. I know, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
so you just
Help him disappear.
I'm just trying to put two and two together here, Bobby. What's your end game?
What's my end game?
What's your end game?
Avengers.
I don't have those anymore. I once upon a time I definitely had plans and aspirations and ambitions. I don't. I'm just an old lady with a habit of bringing strangers together to cause mayhem.
Really? That's all.
Honestly, I'm being absolutely honest with you. I'm just enjoying life with my family now, and we're a working family.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, because it's like there's a lot of convenient things that I find that are not. I don't think any of this is coincidence. You knowing the Iron Waves,
Well, I didn't just know them instantly.
I understand that.
We've been together for more than a decade now.
That's fine, and I understand that you've cultivated that relationship.
This is just So this is just the perks of being old, Axon. Once you're old, you kind of get things figured out.
How old are you? Forgive me for being.
55.
It's rude to ask an old lady her age, but 55.
Forgive me for being blunt, but I guess you don't look that old. Don't look 55 to me. You look much younger. However, I get this weird. I guess I just get this weird feel. You're welcome. I guess this weird feeling that there's something that I'm not sure how to phrase it. There's a certain piece to this puzzle that I'm not getting, and I feel like I'm kind of thrust into this. I have no complaints. I have no gripes, because frankly, you, Murdoch to some extent, Elia to some extent, they've all treated me like an equal, effectively, and I'm grateful for that.
Not used to that?
No, not at all. But I've seen too much from the folks that didn't treat me like an equal to not start to ask a few questions. So just tell me, are we on a good path here?
Yes, I'm being perfectly honest. I said I don't mean to freak you out.
All right.
And I told you, I said the Iron Waves, they're a bit eccentric. They are powerful and that can be intimidating.
Yeah.
But they are a family first. These people saved my life. And I'm living a good life now because of that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm doing. For once in my life, I'm living. These are good people. I only sprung this deal because with the whole matriarch situation, as long as we're rolling with the Iron Waves, War Keepers aren't going to bug us.
All right.
But if you don't like it, if you don't like this, you can go. This ain't a prison like matriarch.
No, I appreciate.
I'm just giving everyone your safest option is all.
No, I appreciate you being upfront about that with me.
But I swear these are the best people I've ever known in my life.
All right. I guess I just needed to hear that. For whatever reason, I guess I needed to hear something like that to make me feel a little bit more secure, because I feel like there's just a lot being thrown at us, very, very quickly, and I just want to be able to roll with these punches as best I can.
All right, I got a quick question.
Yeah.
What do you think of Janelle?
You weren't wrong that the Iron Waves are eccentric, but I guess there's a certain charm about her.
As you keep hearing the words, I think I'll keep you.
There.
Axon just kind of like creaks his neck ever so slowly, just kind of like. Like, did you hear that?
Said something, DM. We're looking. What the fuck?
That's not what I meant. It was like a memory flashback. I just pulled a Naruto on you.
Okay. Did I was
because you were like, they have a certain.
Oh,
charm about them.
Naruto's here. He's a canon character.
Did I just go? What? Did you hear that?
Oh, that's great.
Okay. I guess all right. Well, I appreciate your honesty, Bobby. It really does. It means quite a bit. And
no problem.
Yeah. So let's watch these people kill each other.
Hell yeah. They're not gonna kill each other.
No, as you know,
against
it's
the
like
rules. I wouldn't throw a bullet in there if this was a freaking death pit.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like,
Because if that cat dies.
Yeah, which as you know, like Bobby, like there's always a cleric on site. So usually like, before things get a little bit like too close to that boundary there, they always pretty much stop it and they heal them up. Even though like this, the thing about this in general is like in Nuberia, well within the Metrokian Empire in general, like Metrokian Empire, all non-registered fighting pits or any underground kind of gladiatorial places, they are not allowed, and it's because the actual certified gladiatory places actually they have to give like a really big cut to the empire. So like you're basically paying to get yourself hurt. That way, there's no really big grievance for. Because think of it this way, it's like if two people like get in a fight and someone gets like mortally wounded and they can't work anymore, they can't just go straight. Some would go straight to the work and be like, "This guy hurt me. Look what he did." And like there would just be a lot of grievances, a lot of court orders, and the courthouse in Narset would just have a big headache about the whole damn thing. So they just wanted to make sure that none of these things go out of hand. You need to pay a big tax cut to that. With that said,
it's why folks like me come and swoop in and headhunt for jobs because
pretty
they're
much
not making that much money.
That's
and then
right.
I bring them the money.
That's right. And they want to keep as much as they can to themselves here, especially. This is an older tavern, by the way. The Iron Horn has been there for a while, and you have a good inkling of where it might have originated from.
Aren't you cute?
Well, no, it's just all right. Well, anyway, so drinks are had, meals are delicious as they kind of like come out with like they kind of go with like because it's still you guys went there pretty much when they opened when they got together. So you have like a nice hot mess of brunch with a
Chicken tenders.
mixture of eggs and all that stuff. Which at first he was kind of like looking down at the eggs and looking over at Murdoch, going, whatever, just sets it down. So the only thing is I like what's a passive perception on both Murdoch and Elia again?
Oh. My passive perception is 12.
Which, just so you know, you guys, like, with your passive perception, if you are proficient within perception, that is your passive perception, not just wisdom.
Nope, it's 12.
Okay, Elia? Because I believe you're muted, by the way, Elia.
You said passive wisdom, right?
Yeah, but it's like it's your perception. So like if you're proficient with perception and that's a higher number, you choose that.
Yeah, it's on the left side of the character sheet.
Yeah, I see where the. What the fuck?
It says passive wisdom perception in parentheses.
Yeah. So it's 14.
Okay, you pick this up.
Shit.
So you kind of like start picking up on a conversation that's different. You know, like a lot of the patrons that are at their tables, they're all just kind of like, who do you think's gonna be winning the next fight? It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, that Johnson was fast. I mean, that was crazy, you know. And they're all like having like a bunch of different conversations, but you kind of hear a more quiet voice just going, hey, did you hear about the news in the underside? And you don't want to really like risk like that you're looking. So as you're hearing this voice, you can like an older gruff voice. It's like, what are you talking about, boy? You know about the door. The door. Well, what do you mean the door? You mean like a door? Like what? Explain yourself. What got you so shaken up, boy? It's like, you know what I'm talking about. The door that's in the underside. The one that has the 15 keyholes. The one that's down below that not even the ward keepers were trying to go investigate. Someone found a key. Eh? And what's so scary about this? You bloody idiot. The last time someone went to the door, a whole army tried to approach it, and they got torn apart by tentacles that came from the other side. The other side of what? God, you're an idiot. I don't know, mate. I just think things are... I don't know, I wanted to go down and see for myself on the underside. They're even putting out a bunch of different bounties for the keys if they find them, to give it to the Underlord. To the Underlord? Well, I mean, that's like their own government down there. Well, what's the point of risking all that when we've got it good up here? Well, it's tempting because the corn's great. He said that he would give She said to give 20,000 gold to every single person who brought her a key. That is mighty tempting, but as you say, yes, I know what I said. I think it's dangerous and I think it's stupid. Something about that door just doesn't seem right. I don't think anyone should go near it. Especially for, after what happened. Why? That seems fair. Oh, fuck off. You're not worth this conversation. And like, you just kind of like hear, like, just... It's like stepping away.
Can I go talk to him?
Which one?
The guy that's whoever knows about
Guy
the
who sounded like Drake Bell initially and then adopted an accent.
Shut up.
that guy, yeah.
Yeah, sure, okay. Well, give me a perception check, actually. Because you just heard the voices and you're thinking, I must speak with these people.
I will speak with this important plot point.
I must know.
This inciting incident.
Who must know? My dog was
Hang on. Okay, so wait, perception 23.
Wow. Okay, so yeah.
Get fucked, Drake.
As you stand up and you turn around, you kind of it was confusing at first because you're just thinking like, okay, where'd he go? Oh my god, there's so many patrons here. You notice like there's one table that has 2 mugs, but one of them actually is vacant. As you kind of see this older a half-orc gentleman that has kind of this gray skin. It looks like he's got couple of nasty battle scars, but he looks just kind of like nonchalant. As you see a figure with a cloak that is just kind of starting to kind of walk away, which seems to be it's a medium-sized humanoid, but it seems to be really like you're almost like that's just too thin. That's way too thin for a person. Like is this person eating okay? But like you see it, so you walk up and you tap on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you tap on the shoulder, just go, hey, what do you want? As the face turns to you, and you see just like this pale, like ghostly white, gaunt face that you're there confused by. I mean, it looks to be like it looks to be kind of like a high elf, probably. But even they have like a little bit of a tint of color to their face. But this is very, very, very pale, and he looks tired. Looks like he hasn't slept within like maybe 3 to 4 days. It's been very rough, or just at least restless nights. One of the eyebrows is completely looks like burned off, while the other is still there. Has kind of like a hooked nose, just like literally like kind of like a crooked like little nose, and he's got small, beady kind of like yellow eyes. He's kind of like, what do you want?
Elliot's gonna speak very softly to this very ugly, tired man, and she's just saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry to bother you. I just couldn't help but overhear talk about this door. I'm kind of wondering where is this thing?"
You spying on me?
No, not at all. I just have
panic.
very good hearing.
Like you quite literally see Panic in his eyes. He's like turning around, and he looks to like almost be like reaching for a weapon. Just, who sent you? What do you want?
Can Murdoch step in?
No way.
Okay.
Will that help?
You
fucking
basically
way,
like
you're
looked
not
at
lying.
Elia, and Elia just walked off, and like you saw her walk. It's like, okay, and then you just kind of continued eating, but like she went right out of your earshot, and also your perceptions, your past perception's not nearly good enough.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold up a second.
Yeah.
We're
sent by the Arcane Eye. What do you want?
Okay. I want to cast
Fireball.
I don't have that.
Here,
actually.
calm down.
Chill out. Can I cast?
Oh, I see you thinking.
Yeah. It's gonna take a second.
Nah, it's cool. I'm excited.
So instead of bless, could I cast distress? Not distress, like, or I could just call it stress.
Roll a wisdom. Roll a wisdom.
Wisdom
save, actually. Yeah.
Wisdom save?
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me pull up my sheet. Here we go. Okay. Oh. It was gonna be great.
Uh-huh.
But I roll a natural 1.
Ooh, okay. How many hit points you got?
9.
Terrible. That's
well,
always a bad question.
I hope I don't roll that high. Oh, good, I didn't. So you take 8 points of psychic damage as you see.
Holy shit!
Just kind of like, that's cheating.
Great. Okay.
However, as you finish casting your spell, what we're gonna do with this is I'd like you to roll a persuasion check with advantage. What happened is this spell was very similar to Friends. However, it seems to be like, as much as it was close to a rhyme, something like the syllable was off. So, got a little.
Okay. Oh, I'm rolling a what?
You're rolling a persuasion check with advantage. With advantage.
With advantage.
It is very much like the cantrip Friends. And of course, mark off slot they used for level
1. 24.
24. Wow. Okay.
Total. Yeah.
You see him for a second as he's kind of like he's breathing. Maybe calms down. Just, okay. You wait. You really don't know about the door?
Yeah, I'm new here. I'm just kind of from around. I've never left Matriarch, so I don't really know what goes on in these parts. But I don't know, I'm curious. I want to learn.
I mean, there's not much, but well, hardly anybody knows anything about the door. But the thing about it is, it's just, it was found in a tunnel long ago in the underside. And it's just this massive door. This door that could be like the size of almost like a tower. And it has huge 15 keyholes on the inside. And there were rumors, people thought there might be treasure on the other side, or it might be, maybe it's a door to the gods, or it could be something even greater than that, ultimate power. People have tried to get up to it. At one point, an army from Matriarch tried to march down there. And they were all killed. All of them at once with a bunch of these random, like, ethereal, like, tentacles that came out and they just ripped men apart. I saw it. I was there.
You were there.
Yeah.
When did this happen?
It was about a few weeks ago. I ran from the army, from the Wallkeepers. So, they got in contact with Eldritch and sent the Arcane Eye after me. But you don't seem to be of that sort, and Nuberia's been a nice home to me. I don't want to leave it again. If I have to, I will.
and he grabs your shirt and he's like,
You don't tell anybody I was here. You got that? No one.
You got it, man. Could you put me down?
oh, he's not like, just so you know, what I mean grabs, so like, he like grabs your shirt, but you're all like, at first you're like, oh, you feel like it's barely holding on to you. He looks like a wisp in the wind.
No, this poor man.
He looks like he's been on the lam and running, like I said, like he mentioned, for like a few weeks, hardly gaining any sleep. He's like,
I'm just gonna thank him for the tip and just let him go. I feel so bad for him.
I'm sorry.
and he turns, he's out.
Yeah.
And a funny thing is, as like you see him run, you see him go, as he turns invisible.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Murdoch. So you're at the bar and you are eating your delectable brunch for the day. As the Furbolg bartender kind of comes back to you, just like, so what's your story, short stuff?
Oh, I just came from Matriarch. I guess they're my friends now. I like them enough. They're cool.
Oh, excellent.
What about
First
you?
time in the Iron Horn, then?
Oh, yeah, no, it's my first time. I like the food.
Why, thank you. I'm very proud of my culinary skills, of course.
Oh, are you the chef?
one and the same. Bartender, chef. Chef tender.
Nice, nice, nice. Have you always wanted to be a bartender? And a chef?
Oh, yes. I love the idea of being a host. And I've loved this place for quite a bit. A little bit too much violence, so it's a little gauche for me. But one
Yeah.
day I hope to have my own type of place. A place where people come in, drink, be merry, and have the best of times. It's not a big
You know-
dream, but it's a nice, simple dream.
It's your dream, man. It's nice to be able to choose what you do. I didn't get that choice.
I feel like anyone can choose what they want to do. Just the way of getting there is their own unique adventure.
Yeah, I guess so. My situation's a little different, though. But I totally understand where you're coming from, for sure.
And
What's your name,
sometimes
by the
poopy
way?
things happen, but you have to just roll with it.
What's your name?
Oh, my name? My name is Lavanda. It's like lavender, but much
I
more
can
fun.
tell. What is lavender's like it's the
Oh, it's an oil
flower,
that they
right?
extract from these leaves. In fact, an older Matrokian kind of chemist found it as he was making new bath oils. In fact, there is a word for it that actually, in an older Matrokian, it means, lavish. It means to wash and to clean.
nice.
Of course, it's not my born name, but it's my
Oh.
given name, and I love it, darling.
Oh, fair enough, man. He raised the drink and he gulps that down.
Ooh, excellent. How was that blueberry tint to that scotch there? Hmm?
I like it. It's kind of sweet. It's nice.
Exactly, but it has that bit of pep in its tartness. I've been thinking of trying more type of fruity different liqueurs, because as much as a good whiskey or type of liqueur goes down the throat, it's always kind of similar. You know what I mean? Always that
I
same
get ya.
burn, and the headaches that come with it. Needs a bit of flair, something unique.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm kind of happy to drink whatever. I mean, not whatever. Obviously, I'm not going to drink poison or anything. But it's just nice to try new things.
Absolutely right. I actually happen to be a bit of a chemist myself.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. You see, well, sometimes if I mention this, you seem to be a very understanding fellow. I put something a little extra in all of these different drinks. And it's,
My God, you didn't just. Did you slip me a Mickey Finn?
Don't know what that is, but it's not like these aren't dangerous. You see, these are just different kind of little experiments that are very harmless all the time. So expect a little something to pep you up a bit. And actually, from your drink, add 1 temporary hit point.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
then
you gain a
nice.
temporary hit point because as you feel
Okay.
this kind of burst of like this, it's like this strange kind of mixture. Like if you drank soda, and this is
Mhm.
like the burp afterwards, which you do let out a little like bird Murdoch like burp, as you see like a puff of like blue smoke, just like
Oh,
Can I just
wonderful!
be
It
right back?
works.
Can I be right back? 1 minute.
yep. No, that's fine. We're actually gonna move on to the next bit anyway.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Right
so you
back.
go on ahead. I'm sorry. I just love that name, Scotch Surprise. Let's see. So, after you guys had your conversations, Ivan, your camera's a little bit too high for you, or unless are you leaning forward? Okay, you're leaning
Yeah.
forward. So anyway, so in, in any case, you guys are watching
Sucking
the
my
battles
dick right now.
intensely. And there's some more hand-to-hand combats as you see like a mix of like different people. You even see like someone who's kind of like a snake person, who like wrapped around somebody and actually like choked them out on the ground. Axon and Bobby, like, you've seen like some more like bigger fellows just kind of like going like a straight like infighting, literally where it's like they just go at it with no reserves for themselves. And now you see that same cleric's like, all right, and it's time for the next event. For the weapon mastery group, and our first bout, we have on one corner here, and our favorite, of course, bullets. as you guys see your little tabaxi friend like coming out, and he's kind of like, yeah, mwah,
Yeah!
Yeah, boy.
He's like,
My nephew down there.
and on the other corner, another favorite who's been new to this game. We have Patience. As you guys see this little girl, a dark-skinned human girl who she is walking and is wielding the largest battle axe you've ever seen. And you've been quite confused because how is this little girl holding a battle axe that's twice her size? And one thing the audience has noticed is that the sides of the actual axe itself, there seems to be some kind of like molding, which actually it prevents the actual slashing to happen. So it's more of a bludgeoning weapon at this point, so that way there's not like any extensive damage, like no actual hacking of limbs and so forth. This seems to be run by some above average and intelligent people, because they don't want to actually have like any liabilities, even though everyone signs a waiver. So as they kind of like, I was like, all right, you know the rules, you two. Keep it nice and clean. Well, obviously bloody fine, but just don't kill each other. Well, have at it. And the cleric just kind of backs up. You see Bullet like take out his weapons as he's kind of flinging it around themselves.
Accent calls down, "Don't die, Bullet."
Easy, I got it. And actually, because of the situation, Ivan, I actually changed my mind. I will have you play Bullet because of this situation. I rolled a couple of different dice for the mix-up, and I was thinking like, okay, I'll blah blah, I'll probably do this blah blah, but like I didn't expect this to happen. I'm like, okay, so I guess we're fighting.
Yeah.
So, and at this point, because, obviously you can take drinks over to the arena, Elliot and Murdoch, do you eventually go back over to find your wizard friend?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, you guys walk on over.
Does Murdoch at all notice that Elia's like looking rough because she just took 8 fucking points of psychic damage?
No, you have no idea, because it's all in your head. But you look and
Welcome.
she does look contemplative, like, I picked up a lot of things and made a lot of mistakes. But you guys all sit down, you're at the arena, you guys see the two get lined up for the fight. I don't think I've ever seen your face around here. I can't wait to punch that pretty little kitty face in. And we're cutting to break right now.
Oh! Thank you. I need some time to ready.
So, we'll see you guys back here in about 10 minutes or so. And let's get jacked for this little arena fight. See you guys soon.
Adios.
Okay,
Thank goodness I can eat my food in peace.
Wait.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I think the audio is working. I just want to make sure everybody can hear us.
It is.
Because we are all unmuted. Thank God. So, Bullet, roll for initiative.
Yeah, I do it when she's like, "Hey, I look forward to beating you up." He just gives a little bow. Because look forward to fighting you.
All right. So, what is your initiative, my boy?
Oh boy, I rolled 22.
Ah, you fuck. I only got 20. So you were first.
I rolled a 17 plus. He's got high initiative.
Yeah, that's true. I only have a +2 initiative, so I got +2. So, you are the first to act. What do you do?
How much space you got in between?
So this is a 40 by 40 square arena. There's not a lot of room so no one can really escape each other. But it's just 40 by 40 sandbox, no obstacles this time, and a 15-foot high wall behind you.
Okay, I'll just go for a friggin' rush with my nunchucks then.
All
I
right.
jump in. I'll attack her with that.
Shit. Go ahead, you little shithead.
On me.
I rolled. I'm sorry. What's the? This is the first combat we've done.
I know this is a legitimate first comment we've
And now
had on
do
the
with
show.
somebody else.
I'm actually,
shit.
I'm pretty proud of us. This is level 4. Or sorry.
Okay, I rolled 18 on the first swing here.
18. All right, that hits.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
it's a
So
D6 my nunchuck.
so Bullet runs forward and pulls out the nunchucks and kind of like almost tries to.
I
Like,
do like
freak out
this.
one hand.
I do the Bruce Lee thing first. I'm like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then I
What are you
attack
screaming for?
because it's cool.
Your scream sounds sissy.
That's 10 on the first hit.
10 damage.
10 damage.
Yikes! As you crack across her chin, just like, all right.
And then my bonus action, I'll take another swing.
All right, go ahead.
$23. Yeah, we're good.
To hit. Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right, that hits too. Go ahead and roll for damage.
9.
9. Seriously? All right. Okay. So,
Dex weapons, man. I love Dex.
I know you do. So let's see.
I was all about strength last campaign. Now it's all about the Dex, baby.
So you see, like she's like, oh, she's like taking it. She looks pretty rough, but looks like the hits didn't hit quite as hard as they normally would, as her veins are already like pulsing, and she's already into that rage.
And then I'll back away. I'll give us a little bit of space here.
She's gonna take an opportunity attack on you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Go
you're
for
right in
it.
her face. So that's what's gonna happen. So she takes her big old great axe and swing. Oh, all right. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah, you got me.
Okay. So this is with a D12 as like you come with a and like you see her like kind of like fidgeting because like she took a lot of damage from that, and you get a with a whopping, let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you get hit on your way out, and you kind of stumble over yourself. And how far do you go?
How far did I go?
Yeah.
I only went like 10 feet back.
Okay, so like you came with a hit and attempting to like do like a cool backup. You get almost like pushed back. Now it is her turn as she runs up and she's just gritting her teeth. And she's going, "Here, kitty, kitty." And she just like, she's going to go reckless. She's going
Kitty.
at it. Yeah. So she's going to, I mean, you'll have advantage if you get through this. Let's see if you do.
There's no way it's a low level combat.
It is.
This is already
We're
over.
done. Okay. That's the same thing. I don't know if that's actually gonna hit. 17.
17? You matched.
Ooh. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I'm gonna use Savage Attacker to see if I get a higher damage roll in this. Which I don't. So it's gonna be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as just
I'm down.
Oh wow! And there we go. As kind of a quick match, you see Bullet like running up, swap up, as like she was pretty close too. Actually, that was like really fucking close. if she wasn't raging. But you see Bullet go back, two, as Bobby and Axe and the rest. You just see Bullet go unconscious, and you see the little girl like, "Hooray! Yeah! How shall you despite me, you little fatty creature? Disgusting!"
Murdoch just like, bravo.
Bobby just arms folded.
Axon's just looking out in horror. Just
Hey, cleric, you need to heal up this little fuzzball. Looks like I've been sleeping for a bit.
Somebody hold me back.
Murdoch gently puts a hand on Bobby's lap.
Hold me back, little bird man.
As she just kind of like just rolls up her shoulders. It's like, oh, I'm bothered. Ready for the next one? Let's go. And
I mean, Bobby, she's a child.
Get her. Get her.
So that's it. You see.
I sit back. She's impressive.
Yep. You see like the cleric come over. You see Bullet's like, oh wow, what a hitter. Damn. I'll get her next time. She got lucky. But yeah, you see kind of like Bull like getting up and you see like, and that's our winner for today. Patience the Terrible once again. And you hear like
you did so good, Bullet.
Yeah, you hear a cry from her going like, yeah, yeah. Like, you know, you like see like some like as like Bullet's like now like coming back into the crowd, you see some people like patting back like, oh, you did okay. It's like, yeah, it was a great fight. See, that's what happens at level 1. We're pretty quick. But yeah, so Bullet comes back. He sits next to like, man, I almost had her.
Yeah, I get him. I said, you backed. You should have stayed right in there. She got an opportunity on you. What are you thinking?
I don't know.
You clearly weren't thinking at all.
I wanted to look cool, all right?
Axon pats Bullet on the back and goes, don't worry, man. You lasted way longer out there than I would have.
Thanks, man.
Elliot just winks and says, hey, man, next time.
Ooh,
win some, you lose some, dude.
Hey, look, you know what? I kind of slept in a little bit today. It's a little bleary-eyed. Like,
yeah, you probably shouldn't have eaten like so early before,
I couldn't help myself, right? So like, look,
don't make excuses, man.
Weighed you down.
Don't make excuses, man.
Did you forget to stretch your hammies?
I did. They always get me.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of pouty, but he's also like nonchalant. But like, yeah, forget about it. Whatever. Next.
Yeah, you'll get it, dude. You'll get it next time.
So where are we going to now?
No, we're staying. I need to see how far this chick goes. She's got a hell of a meat swing.
Yeah. Okay. And
ready then.
As the next one comes up, you hear like, all right, and then for the next fight, we've got the hammer. Like in general, like in assortments to fights, you've been seeing this patient's character come up every once in a while again. Every time though, she's been very close to the edge of like, it seems like she would like almost like about to fall, and then whoop-ah, like come back and actually come up with a finisher. Even that like that past Goliath actually came back for another round with her. The one that actually took her out of the fights officially. So for today's bout, she won 5 of them. One of them was actually you guys see like that mercenary, that avian mercenary, as like he like takes out like a couple like the daggers and kept dodging a lot of her hits and went with the blunt end of the pommel of his daggers, and she was just out like that, out like a light, and it was really fast. Like she barely could get any hits in. Which of course afterwards, the party notices like her like stomping up, just like, "Cheat, get!" Fucking hate this. This is bullshit. Bullshit. She just kind of like walks up and stomps on her own. He's like, "Hey, barkeep, I need something to wet my whistle." "Aren't you a little young to have that?" "Don't make me take your fucking nose and snap it."
Don't you talk to Lavender like that, you bitch.
I love it when they talk all spicy.
No, Murdoch won't have that.
And
Murdoch walks over.
To give her the drink, I say, that one's on me.
Okay, but then like, but you also hear like Murdoch like, "Hey, don't say that." It's like, "Oh, you'll be wanting for a little tussle then, hey, little bird man."
Murdoch casts sleep.
Okay. Roll 5. Okay, roll 5d8.
Are you?
Roll 5d8.
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's a D8. Yeah, it's a D8. It always takes me a moment to identify a D8.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Okay. Okay, that's already 2 8s.
Wait, you already rolled two 8s?
I already rolled 2 8s.
Oh, that's it. So you see her go, and
Two
actually
fives.
roll the rest.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 5s and a 6. I mean, a 5 and a 6, and last one. And a 6.
Okay, so that's 10. Ooh, that's 22. So you see Patience go like, "I'm feeling a little saucy today. Why don't I just..." And she just goes right down the counter, and then you see a patron like right next to her going like, "Hey, you mind if I..." As he also goes down, and then someone behind her going like, "Hey, you can't be casting." Also goes to sleep. So
Accent slow claps.
yeah, you took out 3 people with that.
But he put the drink on the table as he went down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
they're
How
generous.
much would that cost?
That drink? It looks to be like a stereotypical ale. It's like 4 copper.
Okay. I throw 4 copper on the counter there.
Yeah.
I take the drink. I sit Patience on the. She's sitting on the stool there. I sit next to her. And I kind of just like dump on her face a little bit, kind of slap her in the cheek a bit, like, "Hey,
What the
hey,
shit?
you kind of just fell asleep there." Listen, really, those fights must have really tuckered you out, eh?
Roll deception check.
I'm the face. Let me get. Oh, I got Bullet's fucking sheet up right now. 1 sec.
Oh, that's a cool name, by the way. I like that.
I'll roll it though.
Murdoch, the Dream Lord. That's cool.
Val.
1 sec. Let me get my bonus here.
I need to check off one magic slot.
I've been-
I'm getting so much mileage out of this.
You son of a bitch.
He is. Brady's gonna be like trying to figure out a counter pretty soon if he hasn't already.
Probably.
Oh, jeez, that's a dirty 20.
You son of a bitch! All right, I only got 17.
Well, I got a 15, but
Yeah,
I'm the face.
You are the face. You are the face. Again, I'm rolling kind of high with her today. That's cool. But yeah, she's kind of like, all right. I mean, I guess I did.
It's it's impressive strength there nonetheless.
Darn right. You like
Who do
these
you
arms
work for?
here? I'm swole.
Indeed you are. Who do you work for?
I don't work for nobody. I work for myself.
I like that. An entrepreneur.
That's right.
Work for yourself. Independent contractor, right?
You bet you're tootin'.
Well, don't I got a job for you? We need that swole. We're in need of some swole.
Well, you're asking me to beat somebody up? Because,
Exactly.
I can't.
If they cause trouble. And I have no doubt they will.
Yeah, but I don't want to be bored, though. So, like, you know, if it's kind of like an immediate thing, like now, if I could go do something, otherwise, I'll just wait for the next pit fight.
You from around here, you Berian?
You see for a second, like, there's a little bit of reserve in her face, going like, "Oi, yeah, I am, lass. That's me. I'm from Iberia."
So you're a home teamer, Iron Waves. Don't like the Belmuxes very much, do you? Right?
No. And
You know?
give me an insight.
I'm saying you can get any kind of fight here.
Yeah, but give me an
But on this
insight
job.
real fast.
Insight?
Yeah, because like you see like for a second this like very venomous looking face.
I do. That's interesting. Insight. I got a 18.
Okay. When people mention the Billimucks, a lot of people in general, like, it's kind of a 50-50 thing. A lot of people like the Iron Waves because they are a lot more approachable, but they have very questionable tactics and ways of doing business, and sometimes can be a little scary. Like in most circumstances, the Iron Waves, if you don't do them wrong, they are a very reasonable and approachable family. They have helped those who are in need, but sometimes well, in a lot of cases with Matriarch, they have prison cells, they have manacles that can actually stop spellcasters from casting things. But in Nuberia, they don't really have a lot of those luxuries. But with this family, if you're a second-time offender trying to use vicious magic against anyone or in the family, maybe you don't get to keep those hands. That's a little scary. But with the Billimucks, they're a little scarier, and most of the general populace, they're just kind of like, ooh, like they're a little gritty, they're more stern on their business. But for those who have more wealth, more materials, the Billimucks is pretty much an equal size as the Iron Waves. They have large merchant ships, so there are like a lot of nobles and higher peoples go like, oh yes, the Billimucks, they're very efficient in their job, which they are. The only problem has been the Iron Waves. But in this case, you see legitimate hate on her face. You see like her just like if she could, she would want to tear out the throats of all the members of the Billimucks family.
Yeah, so I look around and said, you can fight any schmo here in the pit, but if the weather's right on this job, you might get to crack a couple Billimuckses. And to that, I say it's pretty fun.
Really?
And get paid to do it too. What's the downside? He's got to be a little bit patient. Like that wordplay?
No, I don't. But it does kill two birds with one stone. All right, fine. My service is it's gonna cost you though.
Don't worry, we got money.
Aye, what you offering?
You're offering? What you want?
You first. You asked me first.
Let's see. We got your job. I think the Iron Waves can part with 100 gold.
I'm pretty good at my job. I say 150, and you call it good.
125.
114, you have me for the month.
140, I have you for the month.
Hey.
I think that's fair.
Good enough for me, sucker.
Bobby in the back of her mind, shit, I had like 500 to work with.
Yeah.
Fucking kids. Dumbass, old desperate kid. Micro influencers.
Action leads down to Murdoch. Is this what they call haggling?
Oh, I don't care. Personally, I don't like
Fair enough.
So, where are we going? Where are we starting?
We're going to Saffron Island.
Oh, snap.
That jungle?
That means more boat ride.
Huh? Yeah, but a bigger boat, Axon. A nicer boat. We're rolling with the Iron Waves right now. To swing.
All
right.
That might be a little bit of fun. Can't wait to be punching some Billimucks' faces.
Say more than a little bit of fun. This is the funnest company to work with.
I feel like there's a lot of layers and lying in there, but I'll go with it. That sounds interesting. Sounds promising. So what are all your names, I guess?
I'm Bobby Burnquist.
Okay.
The rest of my crew, you've met my nephew, Bullet Ironwave.
Huh? Had some good hits there. Fuzzy.
Thanks, little girl.
And then we got, it said Carrot Top over there. That's Axon Stone.
Hi.
Don't care. Next.
Pointy ears to my right. That's Elia.
Okay. Don't care.
Hello.
Next.
And this is our most cherished member of the crew, Murdoch.
And don't care.
Murder.
So, you're the boss of the day. I'll remember your names strictly, Bobby. If I need these two, I'll just shout them out by what they look like.
Perfect.
Don't you mean-
Hey, that's how I do it. Works for me.
Whoa. Don't you mean 3?
What are you, a math major?
No. What are you, a retard?
I don't know.
Bobby immediately grabs Patience's hands. Friendship with Murdoch ended. Patience is my new bro now. Don't say shit like that.
She like kind of like looks at your hand and like, you know, she takes it for a second. She's like, I don't know. I'm not looking like dinner.
Bobby, she's like 12 years old, man.
She's a lot older than that.
No. Doesn't look to be.
Oh, she's about 12?
She's
This
like
is
13.
my daughter.
She's
She's like 12 years old, man.
13.
Yeah. Like she's got like a lot of spitfire in her, but she looks to be pretty young.
The hell if I know. I don't even know how old I am.
There. But yeah, she puts both hands like on her axe. It's like, right, fine. When are we gonna get on this ship? When are we going? I'm bored already.
Well, let's get moving then, shall we?
All right, let's go. And she,
I was hired to contract you. We'll introduce you to the big boss, and then we should be on our way.
fine. And she kind of like pouts and all that stuff. And now that like you kind of get like a closer look at her features, actually, let me pull up her picture.
Oh.
Actually,
You have it,
wait,
right?
do you-
I think I need to hand that to you.
I was about to say, do you have like an updated picture?
Just in case, I might as well.
Yes, please. I've been very excited about this character for a while.
I'm excited.
Murdoch isn't. Murdoch
Oh,
thinks she's
by the
rude.
way, Elliot, because the fights were long enough. Like, did you want to take a short rest? Yeah, take a short.
Oh
rest.
yeah, you got fucking psychic damage or something.
She got psyched.
We can rest back at the palace.
Well, I mean, during the
Short
fights,
rest now.
there would have been a short
What do I
rest
do?
anyway because
There
would
would've been a short rest period? That's
Yeah,
perfect
That's
then.
all. I'm
Yeah,
saying.
what do I do?
You just roll hit dice. So
Go to
oh yeah,
sleep.
you're level 1. So you roll 1d8 and then add your Constitution
Okay.
modifier, and then that's it.
1d8 and add my Constitution modifier. And the d8 is the one that looks like this, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's the one.
Cool.
Holy crap! You know what? This is so cool. I've
Plus-
never had a party of level 1 for so long. I'm proud. I'm proud of this.
Well, not gonna be much longer.
Okay, I get
I'm so proud of
4
you.
back.
Okay, so you get 4
I
back.
just shot up 5 levels for supporting my nephew.
No, we're not doing that. We're doing this right.
Soccer mom power activate.
Can't
Soccer
Murdoch
mom.
get a level up for defeating the bitchy little girl?
She's got spunk. She's powerful.
I like her.
That's right. I've been fighting.
I feel like Elia doesn't, but like my instinct is love this girl.
I like
Axon's
Oh, you
a
sent it
little-
over.
Axon's a little put off. However, he trusts Bobby. So
She is an absolute little shit.
I love her so much.
Wait, how did you? Oh, you see it? Okay.
It's in the Discord, you weirdo.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it up.
Look at
This is
I think this is the first character we designed, like immediately after campaign
Oh
1
yeah,
ended.
it was. It was the
I
first
was
character. Here she is, by the way.
This is the first character we made.
Haitians.
No, gotta show her feet. That's the part. That's the funny part.
You know what? No, I'm gonna actually. She has no legs now. Just kidding. There we go. Because she's not wearing any boots. There it is.
You okay?
It's like Toph, but orange. I love her.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Oh, I love her even more now.
Yeah, she's
great.
pretty fucking
The
cool.
boulder.
Oh my god! I am the boulder.
Little Toph.
The boulder.
The boulder.
The ramifications of fighting a little girl. She like the boulder is no longer conflicted.
Because I am the little girl.
That's how she introduced it. Like yeah. I see just like you do using verbal sonar. So yeah, just got a good look at you.
All right, so
Let's keep it
My
going.
Hero Bridge movie spoilers.
so you guys are all kind of you guys are all walking out together. You've saying your goodbyes. Have the boulder loves new character. So you guys are walking out with all your friends, saying your goodbyes. Which you see Patience.
Bye,
like,
Lavender.
oh, bye, darlings. Take care. Smile
I'll come
next time
visit.
for me, Patience. Yeah, shove
I'll
it.
come visit. Don't call Lavender stupid.
I'll say whatever I want and whatever I please.
You're
Fuck
gonna
you.
get us in more trouble than I do.
Axon positions himself in between Patience and Murdoch.
What's this tumbleweed doing in the way? Whatever. But yeah, you see her actually accept like a little pouch of gold from the teller as the orc just kind of lobs it over to her. It's like just another day being me. Pretty great. Pretty fucking great. As everyone waves you off and you guys leave the Iron Horn. What adventures we're having today? So you guys are heading back to the Silver Estate?
Yep. Silver
I
Palace.
guess.
Let's
All
do it.
So Bullet takes you on the way back to the Silver Estate. Takes about a couple hours, but it's about the afternoon. It's like 5 p.m. at this point. From all your fights, all the shopping episodes we've had, you guys are back at the Silver Estate. So you knock on the door, and immediately Bernard is there going, "Oh, Master Bullet, you've returned. And crew, come inside." He's kind of standoffishly just walks off.
I kind of Axon turns to Murdoch. I'm like, keep an eye on that guy.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like him. He keeps smacking doors open and shit. It's scary.
He keeps just going and just appearing.
Which
I don't like-
he
He's very
kicks,
fast.
he kicks open every door that he approaches.
Yeah, so I look at Axe like, you never met an elf before? I would think because
I can't do that.
Which by the way,
at least you've seen it.
which by the way, as you're talking, you turn
Yeah.
to face the door
It's
again,
at least half your upbringing. to be
Bernard's
exposed
face
to.
is 3 inches from your face. Accents go what do you mean?
that right there. That makes me very uncomfortable.
I don't understand.
That-
And just walks away.
We've been inside an ancient, dire seahorse, but that's what disturbs you. Kids, man.
I mean, yeah.
But you see Patience kind of looking at all this, and she's noticeably uncomfortable. You kind of see her bring up his head, well,
And I'll lean over and I'm like,
Well-
what's the deal?
Yes, I got a nudge on the shoulder. You hit the big time, kid.
it's kind of boring here. Are we gonna head out soon? Are we gonna go on the ship? Yeah, soon.
Just gotta confirm the boss. She'll give us set up.
So I hang out here, I guess.
Hey, Axon,
Fine.
Yes,
do you know the spell silence?
I do not.
Fuck.
Why don't you cast sleep again?
Whoa, man, don't dip me in it. That girl could fucking kill me.
Okay.
Actually,
All
what
right.
is her passive perception?
Oh God.
It's actually not bad. Would you two roll me a stealth check for me, please?
Me and okay,
Yeah. Sorry, Axon and Murdoch roll stealth for me.
sure.
The ones that were talking
The
shit.
ones who are talking shit. Indeed.
That's a dirty 20.
I got one moment. Stealth, you say?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, just stealth because you're trying to keep it down a little bit.
I got wait, and then 20.
Dirty 20.
But with that, you guys were very private to yourselves. I just kind of like, whatever. Like it looks like she kind of like heard something, but she's like, yeah, whatever, fine.
Yeah, I imagine it. We were just kind of whispering to each other.
Yeah, and she's like a little bit too distracted with the fact that she's going to this nice house. As you guys walk in, you don't really see anybody here except for Bernard. Bernard's just kind of like, are you looking for Ginro? She's not at home right now, or the kids.
We got one kid.
Well, I mean, there is Jeffrey.
Bola doesn't run things though.
Hmm?
I'm with Burst. Bola doesn't run business here.
Yes, of course. I mean, Bullet is here now, but the other two kids are gone, doing their own kind of business, while Ginro is making some last arrangements down at the shipyard.
Oh,
Again, probably getting us ready. Knowing she'll be back.
No.
Why don't we just go down and see her ourselves?
All is just hang out here and wait for her to get back.
Like you left 2 hours. Like, oh, hang on. Another
Yeah,
3 hours.
so by the time we get down there, she'll be on her way back.
Probably, yes. Would you
Okay.
care
We'll
for
sit
refreshments
back,
or
enjoy the perks, and then once we sign the paperwork, we'll be good to go.
Oh, would you care
Then
for
I'll
some
look up-
refreshments while you're waiting then?
I was gonna say, can I have a cup of tea
Of course.
I would like to second that, T.
with
course.
blueberry?
Ooh.
Of course.
Okay.
Tall milk.
Of course.
Extra vitamin D.
Water with lemon.
Of course. We don't have vitamin D milk. You see this disappear.
Look at patience. Nothing for you, patience.
I'm fine. Just, the sooner the better. Don't really need to be sticking around in some nifty fancy house. Feels too cramped. As you look in the large
Too small.
room.
Too small for your taste.
No, it's like, it's just a lot of
You don't
privileged things in here,
You
No,
don't
I-
live in a house, do you?
What?
Well, you said that this big old fucking estate is cramped, so I'm assuming you just live outside on the street like a vagrant.
Or maybe she lives someplace bigger. Who knows?
I think I
We'll
live
get to know
where I
her
live,
time.
and I don't need to tell you, little birdman. I'm free. That's all I need to know, and that's all I
Yeah.
need you to know.
Yeah, she's homeless.
Well, yeah, were you a freak?
I mean, aren't you technically?
What, me?
No. I'm with the Murdochs. Aren't you technically homeless? Where'd you come from?
Oh, I came from Matriarch. Like, I lived in this big old fucking tower. I just come out when I'm called upon.
You got a problem with the homeless douchebag?
No, I don't have a problem with the homeless. I never said I had a
Up
problem
there
with
from
them.
your ivory tower, looking down on the homeless.
Whoa! I don't own a home. I was just told to stay there, and I did my own shit.
All right, well, it sounds like you're not in a place to criticize then. So,
I'm not criticizing. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it sounds
She's
like you're a-
I'm
sounds like
just
you're a
saying.
squatter. She's out here making it. She make it on her own. You're a squatter.
You just see her start doing
It's
push-ups in the corner.
my
'cause she's
my
just ignoring
employer
everyone.
owned the tower.
She's just ignoring you all this.
Look, she's dabbing.
Push it.
she get her dabbing muscles. Kids.
Nah, she's just trying to do her workout because she's tired of this bullshit. All right. Well, in the manner.
Oh, we're just waiting for drinks. We're just sitting back and
Okay.
waiting
Yeah,
for drinks.
you guys do your
Having
thing.
casual small talk.
Yeah, do your thing.
Just say I don't have a problem with the homeless. I'm just saying I'm pretty sure she is homeless.
I got you, man.
Yeah, you don't have to say it.
Why not?
you're making it weird by bringing it.
That is like if we're having a normal conversation. I go, "Hey, you're a bird. You know you're a bird."
Yeah.
They sound like that inflection. It's like I would be bothered by that.
Whoa!
By bringing it up.
No, I mean I think you guys are making it weird by making a big thing of it.
Maybe we're just funning with you.
Axon turns to Elia. So, water with lemon.
I've been drinking, man.
He needs to detox. I've been wondering what this kid's threshold is.
As drinks are served, by the way, like drinks are served at that point. You know, Bernard
Thank
brings out
God.
drinks.
Thank you, good sir.
Thank you.
Of course. He just kind of walks up and does his own thing.
Good, good. Using legs the way God designed them. Excellent.
Which God? Who's the God of making legs?
I'm just that.
I don't know. I just heard that saying somewhere. I don't know, man.
Murdoch asks Axon or Elliot to blow on his teeth if they would be so kind.
Oh, because you don't have lips.
Axon blows on the tea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just imagine like Axon and Elliot like close together, like
The
little
tea
beads.
turns to ice. It's frozen out.
I'm glad everyone immediately
No, it's
understood.
I know. I'm blowing on it too.
Yeah.
Pa-
Thanks, guys.
Patience is doing squats, holding the axe behind her back, just trying to get like some kind of like workout in. She's just clearly uncomfortable. All this extra tension. But yeah, so some time passes. You kind of like see. Well, yeah, you see Gieryn's kind of like walking in, and she's got like her now whole actually right there down below. You can see what she looked like. Her hat, her whole decked out wiggity waggity clothes, and she's wearing some fine leathers, a bit of an orange trim at the edge, very swashbuckler style-esque as she comes in with the tip of her hat going, "Hey Bernard, fetch me a drink. You choose this time."
How's it going, Alcoholics Anonymous?
Oh, got a bit of an attitude, don't we? Don't it?
I feel like that was.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just an alcohol freak. And I love to get my freak on, baby.
Are you hitting on me?
I think I just sound like that to everybody.
Oh, okay.
Axon awkwardly looks away.
Because that'd be weird.
Who cares? It's just a little fun flirting.
Whoa.
So how'd you all
Whoa.
sleep, by the way? You guys got something to show me? You got your crew ready?
Yep. I point over to the patients doing freaking squats in the corner there. There's our muscle.
Oh, you grabbed a child. All right.
Damn right she did.
You
Snatched her off the streets.
you serious, Bobby, though?
Oh, I vouch for strong kid.
Thanks.
Did no one else besides me and Freddie hear theory?
Does not like the Billamuxes. Couldn't be a more perfect combo.
Sorry, that was my doorbell right there. Ooh, doesn't like the Billamux. Well, it's always great to have someone of a similar mindset to the family. So, ready to join, kid? As like you just kind of Glover's like, whoa. I'm here for some kind of job, okay, lady? I don't need to be some sort of family member here, all right? I ain't no one's property or no one's particular mercenary unless they pay the coin for it. I said, like I said to their gal here, I'm here for the month, and that's it.
Yeah, I nod to Ginro. 140.
Murdoch leans into Axon. She's totally homeless.
You know what? I can't get a good read on her, honestly.
I lean to Axon. It's totally a talking bird.
I know. It's freaking me out, dude.
Okay. You're just kind of like, whoa there, little girl. Got a lot of spitfire on you. I see why. I see why you picked her up. Okay. Well then, why don't we, she like pulls out like some like papers and rolls like, well, why don't we just call this an official? You're just here for a month, and we're just paying you for your services temporarily. You don't have to be a part of the family if you don't want to. Yeah, that's what I thought. Only I control my destiny. You understand?
If you could change your fate.
If you could change your fate, would you? Fuck that shit. I make my fate whatever I want. And she just kind of like picks up a pen and she
My
just
mother's a
signs it
bear.
away. Now the thing is, when she signs it, you look at it and go, it's just scribble. Like she just went, like trying to be fancy and all, but it's literally scribble. You have a strange feeling that she doesn't know how to write.
She's illiterate.
Child needs
Perfect.
schooling.
That's so evil.
She doesn't know what she signed. Amazing.
Yeah.
Axon respects her tenacity and patience's tenacity and the willingness to control her own destiny. Respect. Take sips of tea.
Leah resolves to teach her.
That's literally what Axon's. Axon's like just spoken in third person. Axon's patience is tenacity.
So, are we ready already? Are we gonna go? Are we leaving today? Now? Soon?
Oh, you can look how excited she is to work.
I know, it is straight up adorable.
Murdoch turns to a big tit pirate lady. He's like, so, which way to the boat?
I'm sorry, excuse me,
I
what you
forgot
called
her
me a
name.
second ago?
I didn't call you
I know.
that. Val said that.
I know.
Because I couldn't remember her name. It's Ger.
Yeah, it's Ginro, but what was the
It's
question again? One more
Ginro.
time?
I could have swore you accidentally called her Girin earlier.
No,
He might have.
Ginro, like G-I-N and then
Yeah.
R-O, Ginro.
Ginro.
But
Silver
there you go.
Moon.
what you ask again? Something about the boat though?
Which way to the boat?
Oh, darling, the ship's not really ready to ship out yet, actually. But it will be in. I actually got to hurry up a bit in a couple days. But it'll just be at the
Couple
shipyard.
days.
Yeah, just a couple days.
Couple days. So this looks over to Paisley like, I probably shouldn't insult her because she could kill me in a couple of hits. So this kid's going to be yelling and complaining for the next couple of days.
Fuck that! I'm just gonna go back to the pits. You can pick me up when you're ready.
Whoa, wait.
Oh, thank God.
Hey, come back.
Why?
I have an idea for something we can do over the next couple days, and you can still beat the absolute shit out of people.
Okay, I'm listening.
Awesome. There's this door. You're from around here. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, well, there's this door. And apparently, there's some real spooky shit coming out of it.
Okay.
And I don't know, it sounds right up our alley. There's some spectral stuff. I'm sure we're going to have to face some big bad monsters.
I'm listening like, that does not sound up our alley.
Actually, Bobby, I need you to give me a history check.
Yeah, I'm going the last tentacle thing we went against
Yeah.
didn't go so well.
She's like,
We could have killed it if you hadn't fallen asleep.
That was the bird.
actually, you guys were pretty close to killing it.
Aw, sick.
like 3 hit points, because like it was straight. It was Murdoch and then Axon who were just both like, fuck this thing.
19.
19. You've heard of this. This is an underside, and it is a long, long way. It is like it will
Yeah,
take
like,
you a
I don't think we
few
got the
months
time
to
for
get
that.
there. Yeah, because it is so you know about the cavern cities, how there are just multiple huge communities and stuff that are primarily created and made of dark elves and dwarves, although they're pretty accepting to everybody. It's one of the few places, like, you know, pretty much what they call the Uman Isles. Down there, the residents call it Topside, where pretty much the elves and dwarves, if they've ever really spoken to each other, it's always been with a bit of a tension. They never really liked each other. They're just kind of like some of them just be like, "You're just ineloquent, and you're just outrageous shit," and that's pretty much their attitude every single time in most aspects. The levels of tension just kind of either gets bad to worse. Now, in Underside, they actually get along pretty well. If anything, sometimes like jovially, like they're pretty happy because they work together to actually create their own kind of cities away from the Metrokian Empire. Because the Dark Elves, they know about the creatures and kind of different history and subtext that are down within the subterranean area, While the dwarves, they know about mining, they know about the stonemason work, they know how to design these grand cities. So they're the builders, they know how to do it. Dark elves, they know all about it, and they made these cavern cities. The door, it is a big ass door, 3 months away, down to the cavern cities. That would be right under Eldritch City, basically, where there's been rumors about it. It is a large door. Like, it is about 60 feet tall and like 80 feet wide. It is an obnoxiously large door that is like just kind of almost like, it's not like set in stone. It's weird. It's like a giant door, like double door that actually is just like propped up against the side of a wall with stonework. But there are 15 keyholes, and from your experiences, even your experiences, Bobby, no one knows what's on the other side. And even from all your resources, they're even like, what is this thing? But you know that a long time ago, there was someone who was trying to actually find the other keys to open this door. And are you sharing the rumor, basically, Elia, about the one key already being found?
Yes.
And now you're hearing about one key that was found. One key that has actually been found for the keys. So there are 14 keys.
So there's
left.
multiple keys, I said, but that's not the problem. Is that Underside? It's a big place, big faraway place, and a tough place to boot. Maybe when you're a little bit older. Okay.
Okay. So in the meantime, let's
lay a couple seal to pussies first to see if you can actually handle that.
We could have done it.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Right. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what you know about the door and that distance. And Patient's kind of like, yeah, that sounds just boring. I want to go and just fight some people in the pits again.
I mean, yeah, you go do that, do your thing.
Cool.
If you want.
So like, do we need anything else, or can I just fuck off already? You can go, honey. It's all right. All right.
Yeah, paper sign. We'll come get you when we're ready.
All right, later, old lady. And she just walks right out the door.
Come back.
I like her.
I miss her already.
She's a character and a half, I have to say.
It's annoying.
Well, a lot of kids are like that when they're pretty young.
Mm.
They're just pretty
self-centered. Reminds me a little Janelle.
Like you hear cackling to that, just
at that age.
Oh yeah,
Murdoch
that's true.
Murdoch decides to go for a walk.
To where? Just out?
Around to survey the area and whatnot and get used to the lands, I guess.
Or like in the estate, or just like more in the city of Beria? New Beria, sorry.
In the city.
Okay. You guys see Murdoch just kind of just walk out the door.
Hey, Axon yells after him, "Be safe, make good choices."
Never.
I won't do any drugs.
Proud of you.
This is cute. Oh, by the way, I almost forgot to mention this, Axon, because you kind of forgot about this a while ago. We both did. So your bike is in that little bag of holding.
Okay.
It just, that design you were telling about, like where it basically like folds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Axon, you have a bike.
I know, but it's like I want to bring it up so we don't forget.
About to do some friggin' hops on the roof of the palace. Is that
yeah? Accent parkours.
That's what we're gonna spend our time off. We're gonna teach Bullet to ride a bike.
All right.
Now I want Axon to just be doing a bunch of those cool bike tricks, like where he's hopping on the back of a wheel.
So besides Murdoch heading out, what's the rest? What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna. Well, I'll let you guys do what you want to do first.
Okay, Axon and Elia.
Elia wants to sit and drink with Ginro because she has some questions.
Okay.
She might know the answer.
Get to that. Axon?
Does this estate have a library?
Well, it does actually. Yeah, Jeffrey's not here. Sure, you can use the books if you want.
All right. I'd like to familiarize myself with where we're going. Figure more info I have, the better.
Yeah. Just go around the bend in the corner there, and just down the stairs, and you'll find our library. It's in our basement.
Okay. Axon goes down to the library.
Mm-hmm. Later, handsome.
Walks away.
Okay. And then Bobby, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go to Sukiro's memorial. I'm gonna go pay my respects.
Okay. Let's start with Murdoch then, since he walked off. Murdoch, you die! I'm just kidding.
Oh! Anyway, before I go, I ask if Bullet wants to join me too.
Oh, okay. Bullet's kind of like, nah, that's okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of, I got to do a little bit of a workout. I feel like I haven't really, I got to stretch out the limbs. You know what I mean?
I go, don't tell your mom.
Yep.
Yep.
Which, tell me what, sweetie? Drill the 19. I fell today. So, I kind of like want to work out a bit and kind of do some.
He was really
some training.
embarrassed.
I was, so it's like I don't want to look like that again. So it's like you're pretty dexterous. Well, that's okay, sweetie. You want me to get you some cookies or something? It's like, mommy, I can't. I'm trying to lose some weight. So all it's like, you're way too small. You need to have some grits in you sometime, boy. I mean, yeah, Mom, I get. Make sure you drink a lot of water too. I want to see you hydrated. You understand? Here, take this with you. Like takes like a big old water skin. It's just a little too big for his body. She's like, here, this will be fine.
Part of the workout.
Yep, lots of water. Thanks, Mom. Oh, you want an apple at least too, sweetie? Bring that with you? No, I'm okay, Mom. No, I know you want an apple with you. Here, take this with you. You need to have your nutrients. Like, thanks, Mom. I love you. It's like, I love you too, sweetheart. Be safe. Oh, he's such a good boy. Oh, I love this. All right.
That is just so sweet.
It's my mom and I every day, so that's how I know the feeling.
Oh.
Let's see. So,
based on real life experience.
yeah, basically. So we're gonna go back to Murdoch. So Murdoch, you start walking out, which you kind of walked out pretty quickly after when Patience left. You see Patience like fucking booking it, like just heading out down the roads as fast as possible. She is just out. Where do you want to go? You want to go north, south, east, or west?
I'm gonna go west.
All right. So you start heading off towards west. Something about this that you're kind of curious about. So you know that Matriarch has a good fluidity within seasons. They've got like their winter and fall and summer and all that kind of stuff, and they experience all these different kinds of climates. Right now it is clearly summer, but in Nuberia, it feels like fall. Kind of a warmer fall, but it's still like a low 60 degrees, maybe even a little bit lower than that. So I mean, it's a little brisk and cold, but it's kind of nice. There's a lot of there's a lot of loping hills when you look out to your left as you're walking more east. For sure, you're still like walking within like the city and a lot of residential houses and stuff, and all these like different like architectures. And far out to to your left, so that's more north, you see these like two large mountains that people have been calling it the Broken Mountains. So you keep thinking like, oh, okay, so you're looking and just going like, huh, it looks like it used to be like one big mountain before. That's cool. And overall, this place, as far as you can see it, it's like a big tundra like land. But just people are able to build on it. How far do you want to go? 'Cause right now you are in you're in Harborden. if you want to go further northwest, you can get up into Riverdin, which you've heard some people like talk about a little bit, where like it's more or less like like how like there was like that gondola you were on earlier. That's like a main trade waterway to go further into the heart of New Beria. But in Riverdin, there's actually a lot of traffic like that, where there's a bunch of waterways and little like water taxis you can take to float around and take a look at things, go to different shops. But there's also actually, give me a history check.
Okay.
Yeah.
D20. Yeah. Yes, D20. I got an 18.
18. You've never seen it before.
+5, so that's 23. I believe history is 20. It's plus. Yeah, +5. I've got advantage in history. Or not advantage.
Proficiency.
Proficiency. Thank you.
So you've never seen it before, but you've heard about the Watchtower, and it might be of something of interest. Because it is one of it is a big ass tower where there are some ward keepers, but also like more like fishermen and guards and stuff that kind of they look from far above to kind of keep an eye on certain things, especially wildlife that comes from more of northern Beria. However, you've never seen it, but you can go see if you want, because it's also a big clock tower. It is like,
Murdoch goes there.
Okay, and basically like it's gonna take you the rest of the day to get there and get back. But so like when you go up to it, it basically structure wise, because I'm not really good with my words, so stay with me here. It is basically like the Eiffel Tower, but with a big old clock on it. It's a little bit like a little bit thicker and more like cylindrical as it comes down, and these 3 arcing legs for this watchtower. As you see like actually like dinghies and kind of like bigger ships and stuff actually kind of like come in between through the broken mountain, that huge river and all that. And yeah, like it looks cool and stuff. Just walking by, seeing just like maybe like the lightest bit of snow even further north, but still, that's pretty much it.
Murdoch wants to go to the very tippy top.
Ooh, as you kind of approach the tower, I mean, there's no real way to get up there. You just kind of like seeing like an older fisherman, just like,
excuse me, young bird friend. You look like you're curious about something. Is this your first time seeing the watchtower up there?
Yeah, it is. I wanted to go. I wanted to go up it.
Oh, sorry about that, but not really anyone can just go up the watchtower. It's really for ward keepers and designated clock workers alone.
Oh, I mean, are you gonna stop me?
Well,
he's kind of taking. He's an older gentleman. Like he's kind of like this gruff little beard and stuff that like it's human. And he's got like this leather cap on him, and it looks like he's like carrying like a big old basket of like a fish right now. It's like,
I mean, no, but it's just well.
And you look at it, there's really no feasible way of trying to climb this tower, because it's just like, I mean, you're gonna have to do a lot of athletics checks to try and like climb up the really, like the actual leg. All right, well,
yeah.
Okay. So as you kind of like run up, like almost like,
like strange Kenku.
Give me athletics with disadvantage. It is cold. You are small, and you are a bird boy.
I got a 16.
A 6
plus
with disadvantage.
Athletics, you say? Yeah.
16. Plus what? And it's athletics.
It's not bad. Athletics?
Yeah.
Or do you mean acrobatics?
Nope. I mean athletics.
I got a -1, so it's 15.
15. All right. You start like you're just like, like you kind of like start like trying to make your trek up the actual leg of the tower. And as like, you know, there are like crisscrossing bars because the beams need to support this actual watchtower itself. As you are climbing it, go ahead and roll again with disadvantage.
No, of course.
You're getting up to about 40 or
Just
50
gonna roll
feet high.
2 dice and take the lower number.
There you go, that works.
That was a nat 20 on that one, and
Aw.
this one is 14.
So 13. And so like you're getting up there, you're just like, no, as you're kind of like slipping down a little bit. Give me a quick acrobatics check to see if you hold on.
16 plus.
No, that's actually more than enough. So like you
Plus 4,
actually,
so 20.
your fingers slipped as like, you know, your feather like fingers slip the grasp on the iron bars. They kind of like slip from your hands, but you quickly reach up with your clawed like feet and go, and you're just kind of like hanging. So you basically look like a bat bird. It's kind of like, eh.
I'm starting to regret this decision.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, if you try to climb any higher than that, I mean, the DC's gonna keep going up, and failing at it more will probably give you a level of exhaustion.
Sorry, buddy. Guess this is as high as I could go.
As you're like 40 feet up, and you just kind of like see like you see a young lady's like, "Are you okay up there?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I was just trying to take my friend somewhere that reminded him of home.
Who?
Never mind. You wouldn't get it.
Do you need help down?
Yeah, that'd actually be really nice.
Okay, hang on, little buddy.
Thank you.
She comes back. There's like 6 ward keepers going, "Hey, you can't be up there. He needs help. He's a little bird boy."
Wah. He's tough, dude.
Like, get down here now. And then we'll cut away from that scene. Let's see. The next one was hey, actually, Bobby, you never told me what you were gonna do.
Oh, I did, but go to Elia first.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna go to Sukiro's memorial.
Oh, yeah, sorry, that's gonna be different. I'm gonna go to you last. Elia, you had a couple of questions for Ginro, as you're just kind of like sitting there, and she's like, she's kind of like relaxing, and it's like 6 p.m. at this time. She's just kicking off her boots, just getting comfortable, unbuckling her sword, but like keeping it like close at hand, and starts pouring herself a little bit of wine, going, just need a little bit of wine before we get into the deeper pleasures of the night.
That makes sense to me.
How are you doing, sweetheart?
Doing all right. I mean, it's a little weird being not a matriarch, but
I bet it's a lot better though, eh?
I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about it yet.
Well, you know, matriarch is pretty strict on what people can and can't do. Sometimes the ward keepers, a lot of them, they're good lads. They try their best job here, but some of them who are newbies are a little bit stiff. So just gotta calm them down a bit. You know what I'm saying? Laying on a little bit of Genro charm.
So what are the good things about here, I guess?
Here? Well, here you reap what you sow, basically.
Mm-hmm.
You do the work and you get rewarded. Whether it's, well, at this point, you're with us, darling, within the family. But and then there are some places where you just do general work with the merchants or with the fishing companies. But in general, what you do here, the effort you put into whatever you're trying to do, you get your rewards. We're not unfair about what we do over here. We are, what's the right word for it? We have equivalent exchange here. No hands included.
You seem like you rub elbows with a lot of different people, Genro.
I'm sorry, say that one more time. Hang on.
Your social circle, it seems very wide.
Oh, it definitely is. I know a lot of people.
You ever run into any performance types, you know?
Ah, there it is. Got a lot of questions for me, I see. Okay, girls, spill the beans. Who's the boy?
It's more of a man.
Oh, I get you. Older type.
I'm looking for my dad.
And there goes that.
Yeah. It's not quite as sexy as most people assume.
Fair enough, honey. Looking for your father?
I mean, kind of, sorta. He's
Wait.
he's not my dad. He's just my dad. He raised me, I guess is what I'm saying. And I haven't seen him in like a year, and my mom's really worried. He doesn't usually stay away for this long.
Well, that's definitely father enough. If anyone's willing to spend the time with their supposed children, that's, because there aren't any specific titles or, blood is important, but that isn't always defines family. Family is the connection that we make. It's your father. What's his name? What do he look like? I might have seen him.
His stage name, he usually goes by Marvelous Mel.
I have heard this man. Oh yeah. Yeah, he played some wicked roles, I remember. Kind of a cutie. I remember that one. Yeah. I've seen him come through here sometime, but that was a long time ago, sweetheart. It's probably a good 5 years. Yeah. It's been a while since I've
But he
seen him.
passes through here.
Oh, sure. Well, as of late, no, I haven't seen him. But I could certainly ask people, see if they have.
If you could keep an ear out for me, I would really appreciate it. But I'm not sure what I can offer you in return that would be fair.
Oh, don't worry. I always will find something for you to do. It's the nature of things. Nature of being patient. Favors is a lot better than getting coin or personal values in return. Although coin's always nice, but I'm more of a favor kind of girl.
That works for me.
I'll keep an ear out. So, come on, seriously. Any boys you've been looking into?
No, boys are kind of, I don't know.
Girls?
I haven't met very many good ones. Girls either.
You gotta live a little. You're not gonna be young forever. I mean, look at me. Well, I'm always young. I don't think that's ever gonna go away. But, that's just a me thing.
Well, I guess just most people I've met just aren't really my jam. So I don't really know what I'm looking for, or if I'm even looking for anything at all.
That's fair. But definitely keep your mind open. Keep your eyes open. Maybe a heart little garden. Just see what you might like out there.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, cheers to that. You guys can kind of have like more casual talk. Drink some wine.
Glug.
Glug
Yep.
glug. Having a nice rest of your evening. Axon. So you are down in the halls, and immediately you hear, "Hello, sir. Are you looking for the library?"
Hi, Bernard. I'm sorry?
Sorry. One moment.
Handing him a water skin right now and an apple.
Brady's mom.
I am very sorry. I was just listening to a couple of servants that came by, and I had to double check on a couple of shipments that are coming by. So,
It's
you
fine.
looking for the library?
Talk that way. But
Come
Yeah.
with me.
And
Okay.
he brings you over to a set of double doors that you're within like this like straight up like mahogany hall of wooden walls, wooden floors, bunch of which it looks to be actually magical lanterns that actually light the hallway. As like, opens up the double doors and you see a decent sized library. Like, this isn't like one of those where it's like it's not an arcanium. It's not something where it's massive and has all the tomes you could ever imagine. But this is bigger than like a family room, like with a little library, like with a book. Like, this has multiple bookshelves. Like, there are actual like aisles. While at the center of it all, there's like a couple like big old leather like love chairs, and just it looks to be comfortable like reading areas. As he points this out to you, like he's like, of course, feel free to peruse around the books, but stay out of the restricted section. I'm kidding, we don't have one. Goodbye. And he's just gone.
Okay.
Give me an investigation check, boy. You're looking for books, and that takes effort.
Investigation?
Yeah.
22.
Whoa.
You say 22?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it up.
Ooh. So,
17 plus 5.
So you take the rest of the evening, because this library is pretty damn big, but you found what you're looking for. You found books on the Saffron Jungle. You found you find maps. You kind of start to understand the actual the actual setting of this. So what you pick up on the Saffron Jungle, it's not. I mean, it is dangerous because, one, it's a freaking jungle. There are a lot of big, wild, different kind of beasts that are only native to Saffron Jungle. There's also like some legends you read up on. You hear about. Hi, Spider-Man. Get over there. Thank you. That was also the chef Murrow. Thank you so much, Murrow, for bringing over those refreshments. Enjoy your books. But you learn more about the Saffron Jungle. You learn
Make
about
sure you
how,
pay that chef well.
of course, Murrow's just the best chef we've ever had, which is why we need the spices from the Saffron Jungle.
Fair enough.
You even read some legends on it, like there was some like that mentioned gigantic, like kind of like multicolored rainbow hippopotamus that would actually come up from the river sometime, and for those unwary fishermen, they would just come up and go woof, and just consume them all in one bite. There's one story where like there's actually like this huge moth like entity that actually had a couple of like mind control type of tendencies and magical abilities, where at one point it would be able to kind of like control its environment, and it would reach out to the people and just kind of like make it do like minor work, like preparing cocoons and by capturing other live creatures and actually changing their anatomy and all that. So that was also, and which you picked up on from school, another source for transmutation magic was that is a very powerful source of that, because it has a lot of those like weird magical tendencies. You've learned about how the spice itself, the forest, it releases a bunch of different spice like spores. These spice like spores, like it's quite literally cooking material that just emanates off of these plants. But the biggest reason why Saffron Jungle is dangerous to even live in, which there's a society, I know I'm like Rick over here. There's a society that lives in the heart of Saffron Jungle that's used to this. But if you go in the Saffron Jungle and you breathe in too much of this spice, you will fall asleep. And if you do, it will fill up your lungs as you breathe it in, and you will die. That is the very dangerous part. There are some concoctions or potions that people have made before to actually give you that strength and constitution to be able to keep going. You find more books on the culture of the people, how they have a language that is only discerned if you have, which you do, you have the spell comprehend languages. Which even then, it's a little rough. It sounds like still broken kind of common, because it is just such an ancient language. So in that time, you are to yourself. You are brought drinks and food every once in a while, because they know you're down there for a while. And you learn all that, all that material.
Hmm. Okay. I in my head, I imagine Axon's just going through the books. Some of them is just like, oh, that's I should probably make note of that.
Because
So
you,
what is that?
because you rolled so well, I will say for the first day you enter Saffron Jungle, I will give you advantage on survival checks going through the jungle itself.
Okay.
After that, it might get a little bit hazy because they only have so much information. A jungle can have so much more than what people have learned. I mean, if in our real lives, our real world nowadays, the entire Congo has not been explored. Like there are still so many different species of animals that we don't even know about, what we can even fathom about, that's still out there, which is its
Yeah.
own kind of fantasy. Science.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what you were doing, Axon. Now let's go to Bobby. Bobby, you head out to the Silver State's basically backyard, which is kind of like a large orchard, basically. Like there's a bunch of like different like fruit trees, different like kind of plants that are growing that they like to cultivate, and get a bunch of like different because they like growing their own food because it's fun. It's fun to be able to like cook your own fresh foods. They're right there. But as you go out to the back, you see the tree that, well, I mean, they never really found his remains, but that's where his grave is that they marked. And it's underneath this large silverleaf tree, which is why this estate, besides the actual house itself, has its famous name, because you guys, well, the Ironweave family, has unique trees that have silver leaves. But on this big ancient tree that's like about, like, it looks to be about probably 110 years old, like nearing the age of the calamity. That's where it is. You see like this large like stone kind of like hedge that's placed there. As it reads his name, reads about some of the deeds that he's done. And it's a big, nice, polished stone. That it's not just saying like a simple "here lies this person." Instead, they wanted to put love and care into this. So it reads like "here lies a great man," and like about all of these stories and adventures that he's ever been on. Sometimes dogs praise them when they're in the far distance. In memory of Chihiro.
So I walk up. I'm going to talk to him for a sec here. Yeah. Hey, Sukiro. Sorry I haven't visited in a while. Hey, your wife keeps me busy, as she should. I don't know if her or the kids come and check in with you. If not, they're doing great. Still can't convince Guinea to take Bull out on an adventure, but I'm trying. I'm keeping my promise. I'm watching over Guinea too. And some new people on top of that. And that's why I'm here. I think I might be ready to see the world again. Like, really see it. With people. But I don't know if that's a good thing or if I'm just falling back into bad habits. I don't know if I'm really helping them or if I'm just enabling my own vices, or maybe I'm just looking for an excuse to go back into hiding again. I mean, my husband checked in again. I know you can't actually speak to me, but if you think I'm putting your family in danger, I mean, just give me the sign, I'll leave. Just give me a sign, man. And it was just so much easier when you were around to call me out my shit. I like to put up the front like I know what I'm doing, but I am lost without you, man. I think you picked the wrong person to protect your family. But that's just all I wanted to say. Love you, man. And then she just kind of turns and leaves.
Okay. As you walk away and you kind of, as like you're hearing yourself say these words, and this kind of sense of doubt, confliction with yourself for a moment, you feel like there are moments like maybe what the things you're doing could be wrong, could be doing better. Maybe you're just kind of a curse on everyone again. But even though New Beria in general is kind of a little chillier than normal, it feels warmer. It's like a nice little pickup of a warmer breeze as you're kind of making your way out. And as everyone comes back together, no sign of Patience. Everyone knows where she's at.
Who says Murdoch comes back? Maybe he's gone for good.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Fine. Murdoch is arrested once again, and the ward keepers are going.
Orange tough. It's fine.
You got any vibes?
For derogatory language, he's been arrested. Goodbye.
That's right. But in any case, you all have your long rest, and we'll see you for the next episode of JoyQuest. For their new adventures, and potentially their goal to go to Saffron Jungle gets even a little bit closer. A couple more days of preparation for the new adventure. And maybe for some new friends. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you Tuesday for Joy Fighters. Next week, Thursday, for a big stream. Back with Cody and I. For the first 3 hours, we're going to be playing Sekiro. Because we are giving that game a farewell and a ta-ta for now and a goodbye. Because it has been fun. It's tough. It's a lot to focus on. But we're going to give it a big finish off. And then for the last hour, we are going to give one more hour to Kingdom Hearts 3. Because the week after that, we're going to do just a stream for Kingdom Hearts 3 and have a big finale. And that will finally be over. I mean, there were still a lot of fun moments, of course, in that. And then the week after that, we'll be starting with a brand new 2 fresh games on top of our Marvel Spider-Man. We'll be having our Adventures of God of War on PS4. And because in celebration for Borderlands 3, we're very excited about it, we're going to play Borderlands 2, the Handsome Jack series.
Enroll, dude.
Yeah. Other than that, news for now. Keep an ear out for Patreon for more super things to be coming out. More streams to be had. And possibly, yeah, just new things in general. Thanks for dropping by. We'll see you later.